Hello there everybody, Oitmon here, excuse me, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where apparently my throat is trying to kill me. Oh, that was unpleasant. Yes, so when we left off, we were desperately trying to create, what is it we were trying to create? Turbo motors, yes. We wanted to make turbo motors. And I can't remember what exactly we were going to do with that, but I think it was something like... Or was it the rockets? Oh, no, that's right. We were making the rockets, and turbo motors were something we were going to make whilst that was going on. Yes. Yes, that's right. So the turbo motors were going into the rockets. And the rockets were going to do another part of phase 4. And we'd gotten all of this... Are we ready to go? Question mark? I can't remember. I do need to quite remind myself what I was doing. That's right. Okay, so we got the heat sinks, and we're doing 7 cooling systems because we needed... Yeah, we needed 4 cooling systems for that. And 3 cooling systems for that. Yes, now I remember. Now I remember. But we hadn't quite... Had we hooked all this up and just not plugged it in yet? Oh no, that's right. We hadn't plugged in you, had we? So you need iron ore, which is going to be interesting because it's got to go over a pipe. And you need copper ore. You needed, what was it, 70? Yeah, so you need a level 2. Good. And you needed copper? Copper. Okay. I'm just playing catch up with where the hell I left off last time, because I don't exactly remember. Now, where the hell did the copper end up? Coal, limestone, iron. You copper? You're copper. Ooh, that's a problem. That's... Ooh, yeah, that's a big problem. Just trying to see where I can spin it off to get... If I delete that... Wait, oh, you're only Mark 1s? Why are you only Mark 1s? You're Mark 2s. Hang on a second. You're Mark 2s. Oh, is that where the copper came from? Maybe I should spin it off somewhere else instead. Put that back. Just for a moment. You are copper. Well, now that's interesting. I mean, it works, sort of. We are quickly running out of room, however, so we are going to have to be a bit careful. Alright, where are we plumbing it in? Over here. Alright. So fill in the blank. Where is it? Where did I put? Alright, we can do this. Not a problem, not an issue in the slightest. Might as well keep it going at this height at least for now. Now, I'm going to slap down a splitter here, yes, so that if I need to spin off some more, I can do that with relative ease. Nice. I approve. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, so that should be all of that. that makes the motors, or at least it should. I should probably check numbers. Hang on. You're 98, so please tell me you're level 2. You are indeed level 2. It's going to take a while because it's got to play catch up with itself. 56, 42. You're making 35. You're not making enough iron ingots. Why are you... Wait, how many iron ingots were you making? 140. Oh, that's a level 3. That would help. That's more like it. It's always the conveyor belts. I always get the wrong conveyor belt. Because I usually put the conveyor belt down as level 1 before I work out the numbers. And then I have to adjust it and everything. Yeah, don't worry about it. So that's going fine. Yes. 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 So we should be coming in at 120. So yeah, that will fill up soon enough. That's fine. You'll fill up soon enough. Excellent. Okay, so that's all of that. Should all be going into there. Stators and rotors all going in. 35 of 3.5 of those a minute, which should theoretically be coming along to here. Yep. Nice. 7 rotors. So stators are a bit on the slow side. Why are stators on the slow side? Because of steel pipes. 21. 14. Ah, they're not getting the... They're probably not getting the lion's share yet. Tell you what, we will. Because we can. And because hopefully it'll help it all play catch up. What should theoretically happen is that'll eventually back up to here. Theoretically. So the bulk will go off in that direction now. Alright, that should help the numbers to get better. That's going to slowly fill that up. Very nice. Okay, good. Excellent. So now we just need nitrogen. Yes, we do. That's going to be the trickier one. Where was the nitrogen pipe? Down here, wasn't it? So the question in my brain is, do we take it up and across? To come up here, along here, and along like that, or do we instead do, let's be honest, the sensible thing, and take it bloody down? That's the sensible thing to do, isn't it? Good enough. Excellent. Drag you along here, theoretically. Let's hope it works. Now the thing about the gas is gas doesn't need to be like lifted or pumped around like water does, because it's a gas. It doesn't have any weight. It'll just flow through the pipe naturally, which is good. It's a good to know sort of thing. And I'm a little worried the wire isn't going to catch up with itself. Come on, let me... Good, that'll do it. So, theoretically, that should be everything. We need 84, and you're coming in at what, 300? Flow rate's obviously low, but then of course it will be, won't it? So that gives me the cooling systems. Hooray! Do I actually have... I did make cooling systems. Yeah, I did. Okay, so that nets me the cooling system. That's another part sorted. Now. Now, didn't we have... Yeah... Motors, huh? Technically speaking, I already have motors being made, but I didn't take that into account on this. So you need 3.5. And you need 4 motors. Could I increase my motor production to 7? I could. Although I'm not sure what kind of a knock-on effect that would have going on down there. If we increase that to 7, we're basically doubling what's in here, right? That makes 14 of these per minute. So we're doubling everything down the line. And I think where that's going to hit the snag is with this sort of stuff. Might be a better idea to just let it copy it and do it again. Thinking that's probably the same sensible solution here. Definitely. assembler. Why do you go up? Oh, that's right. I originally thought something had to go under there, and it didn't, did it? Okay, we're gonna need a splitter. Good enough. It's the exact opposite of the one I did before, but you know what? I kind of like that. In fact, exact opposite. There's a thought. Alright, I mean, if I could just copy everything over there, I would, but I can't, so we're just going to have to deal. Except, of course, we know that you are only down at... Was it 3? I think it was 3, wasn't it? Or was it 4? I think it might actually have been 4 because the other one was 3.5, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 4 motors. Okay. That's fine. It's going to be a little more annoying in terms of numbers, but I think I could manage it. So 8 rotors, 8 stators. Okay. So you are you. You are you. Very good. You're iron. And you're copper. Okay. Now we need, just to double check the numbers, we need 24 steel pipes. And 16 steel pipes, which is 40 steel pipes. Which is 160 iron ingots, which is 80 iron ingots. That's going to be a problem. I can't double that. I can't double that. Oh tits. Most I can get is 100 and... Alright, plan B. I always have a plan B. Okay, so you need 160. Well, 2 halves of 160 is 80. Obviously, I can't do that, because all we can get is 75 on a max of this. But what we can do is we can get 2 40s. Whilst it is technically 1 more summer's loop than I'd like to spend, it will at least work. loaded. Oh, for fuck's sake. How much are you going to need? Just a 40 in? That's easy. It's a tad annoying. I see, that's why I didn't want to do that over the other side, because it would have required a lot more jiggling around with stuff. Okay, so we need 64 wire and 48 wire. That is 40 and 60 is 100, 48, 112? Well, obviously we can't get up to 112 naturally. We can get up to that. Half of 112 would be 56. Is that 112? Looks like it's less over here. Oh no, that was only 98. Okay. So 112, you're definitely going to need to be a level 2-er. You were 64. Which unfortunately means that's going to go into... No, wait, that ain't right. No, you're 48. You are level 2. I'd rather waste the old stuff than have this going slowly. No. There yet. That'll do it. That's better. Soup you along there. You down here like that. Oh yeah, I haven't checked the numbers of this yet. So you need 28 copper ingots a minute. Perfect. And you, yeah, you two have already done. So you should only need 28 copper. Nice. Do it. Woohoo. Bit of time to play catch up with itself, but we'll get there eventually. Nice. Theoretically. Very good. So turbo motor level 1. This should hopefully pretty much do it, I think. Maybe. Not that. Did I never turn you on? God damn it, I didn't. Why did I never do that? Really should have done that. Go. Lovely. That's all going, that's all filling up. And we need turbo motors. There we go. Had exactly one. Right. That's right, isn't it? No, hang on, no, something's wrong there. No, it's not you I need. What the hell am I doing? You're not going in there, are you? I got that wrong. Hang on, no. Where are you going? Oh no, you're... Oh, radio control unit, yeah. No, you're the cooling systems. I'm getting everything confused. You're the cooling system, so there needs to be a split off here, doesn't there? So do we also need the radio control units to be made, don't we? That's what I was misremembering. Go down the thermal rockets. You need to be over here somewhere. Not that. That. We've got you coming around here, you can come out to here. So you, yeah. If you want to find turbo motors coming out. That's right. Sorry, I just remembered something. I was like, oh yeah, we were doing that, weren't we? Now with turbo motors, I want to dump that into there just to double up, and that's for good reason actually, because I also want to conventional depot this shit up. Okay, so we've got the motors, we've got the radio control unit, the rubber we can get to, theoretically. How many did we need? We needed 24. Fine, that's a level 1. Easy, easy, easy. And look, there's the rubber right there. Okay, so we've got a level 1 thing coming in. We're currently chewing up 24 there. Where's the other one going? 24 and 21. That's only 43. 5 even. 24. Duh. So yeah, actually that's okay. Because what that means is not a problem. Okay, so... yeah, we've done that, done that. So the only thing we need left is twofold. One, we need to put... I know I did drag them across, although I don't remember what or how or where or anything like that. First, let's turn these on. I know they won't make anything yet, but it'll have the things going inside. So there's one other thing we need to do. Now, where did I leave off the... I know I did. I don't remember where I left them. Right there. Perfect. Almost. Seeing as I am highly unlikely to be needing these anywhere else. For now. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, left. Okay. So the only thing we don't have going into here is the turbo motor. And the only reason we don't have that going into there is because those are going to need... We've got one more thing left to do. Hooray. Actually, no. Back off a bit. Because there will almost certainly be a point where I have to do that, but I don't necessarily need it for now. Again, we'll double you up for now. So the only thing we need is the radio control unit. Yay! There isn't a chance I've had these built anywhere else, is there? I can plummet across rather than having to set up the radio control unit thing. Okay, let's see what we got. So we have two versions. One that does use rubber, which we could theoretically do by increasing the amount of rubber coming across, although I probably shouldn't do that. That reminds me. Did I not? Oh, I bet you what happened is it finished while I was faffing around prepping, didn't it? Ah, turbo fuel. Sure, why not? You know, I actually looked up some numbers. Whilst it is true that there are more hard drives than alternate recipes in this game, it is a very small margin. It is literally about 6. I think there's like 112 alternate recipes and 118 hard drives in the game. And what's also interesting is there are 2 specials you can pick up as well. So technically speaking, there's only like 4 spare. I may do a run where I go around and gather up the last remaining Summers loops and hard drives, because at this point there aren't a lot left that I haven't got. I think I did the math. There's like 31 hard drives I haven't found, and only like 21 Summers loops. There's a lot of Mercer spheres, and there's a hell of a lot of power slugs, of course. But Yes. Might be something that's fun to do as a break. But we'll see. Maybe once I unlock, phase 5 and tier 9. Because I know there's only 9 tiers. This is the thing. There's 9 tiers. And... what did I need the heat sinks for? Didn't I, like, double up on the heat sinks for some reason? Oh no, I needed 14 heat sinks. Huh. Okay, fine, whatever. No, that's right, I got confused, didn't I? Because I thought I needed that many heat sinks. Turns out I didn't. I was just watching the storm outside. Right. Okay, so we need a radio control unit. So, aluminium. Crystal oscillator. That's why I did that. No, stop it. I was trying to hit the Alt key and I hit the bloody Windows key instead. Well done, mate. You only need to be 4. Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine. So I needed to move that. I'm not going to lift it up. What I am going to do is drag you along here. Oh no, it needs smelting first. Doi. Casing. And it was... what was it? What was it we were building? Oh, that's right, it was radio control unit, wasn't it? It was... was it this one we were going for? Probably this one. Okay, how many we need? Also, I very much realized I put this the wrong way around. Which is a tiny bit of a problem. I really need to punt it across one, if at all possible. And hang on, that's the turbo motor, isn't it? Better. Yeah, so I just realized, oh wait, I've got to move that one across, haven't I? I was like, hang on, what's going on here? We did end up with a bit of rubber in our inventory, which is a bit unfortunate. So we need 3.75 of the 3.75, let me know. Oh, you know what? If it does it straight up like that, that's fine. So we need 60 aluminium casing, which means we need 90, apparently, of these. You only go up to 75. Okay. So 45. So you need 90 aluminium scrap. What do you guys have? You guys need 64. It's 154. Plus 75. It's 159. 229. And you're currently making 180. We're going to need to readjust the numbers on this again. So you need 1, 5, 3, 3, 5, 4 basically. Yep. 54 on the box side. I gotta double check. Is that pump pumping out at 300? I gotta know, because if it ain't, then I need to up it somehow. No, good. It is pumping out at 300. That's exactly what I needed. Very nice. Very good. also the MAM finished, so let's do that. Anything good? I got... Ooh, electric motor. I don't really think I need that, but I guess... let's see what else we get. Fine. Should have gone for the motor where I saw it. You need 90, don't you need a level 2? You need 64, so you're a level 2. You need 75, so you're a level 2. You're popping out at 230. You need to be level 3. You should probably also be a level 3 as well. That's more like it. See, now it's playing catch up with itself. Good. Right, so that'll fill itself up. That's good. Blimey, is it 4 o'clock already? It is indeed 4 o'clock already. Okay, so we're going to take a break, and we shall continue to get the last little bit of this done. Because I get the turbo motor done, then I get... also, this needs to be dropped down to just 1, but it also needs to be doubled, so that's fine. I had to destroy it, remember? So yeah, that's fine. This will all backlog up a bit, which is good. Like, I wanted to do that. Believe it or not. Yeah, so once it's all backlogged and filled up, the radio control unit... No, we don't need 3.75. We only need 2, actually. I forgot to lower the number. Which means we actually only need 32 aluminium casing. Jeez Louise. I can be an idiot. Yeah, so 32 aluminium casing rather than whatever we needed before. Which means we need how many ingots? 48 ingots. That we can do normally. 48 ingots. Which means we only need 96 aluminium scrap. Wait, 96? Oh. Isn't that more than what we had before? 96, 64, 160, 235? What did I set it at? 230. Ah. Okay. 235, there we go. 235, which makes... Why are you not? 160. But there's so many moving parts to all these things. I've got to play catch up before I just leave for 5 minutes just to do that. I get it. I shall indeed get it. Okay, so that's all that. That's all that. Okay, about Mark 2. Yeah, I think we're good. I think what was slowing it down was the silica wasn't going out fast enough. I think that's what the problem was. That's fine. I think I got it. Because eventually that'll all fill up, but that's fine. Okay, so yes, I think I got it. And probably by the time we get back, the man will have finished. I'm just going to go sit over there while we wait for that. Okay, good. So, yeah, time for a break. Back in just a minute. See you in a sec, guys. And we're back. Alright. I'm assuming you're finished? Yeah. What do we got? Uranium fuel cell unit. I guess I'll take it. Don't really want it or need it, but I'll take it. Right. Oh good, that's all done that. So that should be all nice and... yeah, that's all nice and full. Alright, so we got the aluminium. Now the crystal oscillator in the computer is going to be interesting because we're going to need the crystal oscillator split. One to go into here, the other to go into the computer unit. Because computer... I'm thinking we do this one. So crystal oscillator and circuit board. Because that means I don't have to faff around with plastic or rubber. It just makes it that little bit easier. And then I can do that with... here's a copper and that. That's copper. Copper sheets, and you need to be made into silica, right? That's raw quartz with you. That's an assembler about there-ish. So you're a circuit board, right? That's fine. So yeah, we make the circuit board. Then next to that we make the crystal oscillator and just spin some off. think how we're gonna do this. Actually, where are we going to bring the quartz crystals in? Where the hell I left them? Where is the nearest source of quartz crystals? Huh. Apparently right here. Hang on. I know you're not really working right now, so it probably doesn't matter, but just to check. Oh, you're barely anything. Okay, that's fine. Splitter there, I think. Okay, that's fine. That's good. So yeah, you go off to the side. Don't know the numbers exactly that we're going for. Right, so yeah, we need We need copper. And we need iron. Okay, that's fine. I think we can pull that off. Right, we don't just need one iron, we're going to need two. Okay, so you are that. So we've got copper, we've got iron, we've got iron. Very nice, very good. Theoretically. Alpha. Guess what I did? Look at all that iron fly. What do we got? Anything better? Not really. Okay, so you're iron. You're iron. We need, it was iron plates, wasn't it? Don't know how many we need yet, that's the thing. And you are copper sheets. Now. And then we need, is it you? Ah, I've done the wrong thing. You're not supposed to be that. Oh, hey, Slice Master. Hello. Have you been here before? Your name sounds familiar. I get so many people bouncing in and out and not hanging around for any length of time, I sometimes forget. But no, your name does sound familiar, doesn't it? I'm sure it is. Good job I put in some room here. But, hello. Hello, hello indeed. You haven't been here if it says first time chatting. Well, that's kind of why I said that, because it's not saying first time chatting. So I'm like, well, it's not telling me he's a first time chatter, so I'm going to assume he's been here before, but I'll be honest, no memory of you. Don't take it personally. Okay, so that's the crystal oscillator, which we need to... We need one in here, and we need one for the computer. So we need, hang on, we need an assembler here, don't we? You must have been here then. Well, that's kind of what I was saying. Oh, hey, thank you for the follow. Always appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, so we've got that, we've got that. And then you... I'll leave you there. No, I'll pull you in a bit. Pull you in closer to here, I think. Do I want to know what you've been doing? I don't know. Do I? Say something like that makes me bloody nervous. And we need you. Perfect. Now we didn't need... We needed two, didn't we? Just two straight up. No Satisfactory or Tectonic stuff. Were you the one here who showed up that one time where I had like major power problems? And you said that I should really be using turbo fuel, and I was like, well, I haven't unlocked turbo fuel yet, so that hasn't happened at the time. It has now. I've now unlocked turbo fuel, although I've been messing around with other things, so I still haven't gotten around to that. No, yeah, that's right. That was you, wasn't it? You were the one who said I should be using like turbo fuel, and you were like, you've got like a setup with like 50 turbo fuel power plants or something like that. I forget exactly what it was. I remember now. Yes. I thought your name sounded familiar. I just couldn't put my finger on it. I did wonder if that's what it was, but... Okay, so 32, one crystal oscillator. What, one crystal oscillator? Oh, that's right. We need one in there and one in there. So actually we need two crystal oscillators. Okay. Should be fine. And two computers. Yes, you. Two computers there. Which makes one crystal oscillator there. Okay, so we need one there and one there. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so we need 3 circuit boards. Oh, that's easy. Anything getting reduced by that much is definitely worth my time. Right, what have we got for you? So 28 cables. 30, that's an easy one. Down to 28. 56 wire. Easy. 28 copper ingots. Oh, I need to pipe the ingots in. Wait, it was what? 28 copper ingots? 28 copper ingots. 28. Need to pump in my stuff. You were copper, weren't you? Because I specifically... Yes. Do I have turbo fuel yet or rocket fuel? Rocket fuel, that was it. That's right. It was rocket fuel, not turbo fuel. Yes, I do have rocket fuel. I have rocket fuel, and I have both alternate recipes. Sorry, no, there's one alternate recipe, isn't it? Because that's just an unpackaged one. So that, yeah, you get these two as standard, and I do have the alternate recipe down here. And I can absolutely see. In fact, I think I remember when I unlocked this. I distinctly remember saying to myself, "Oh, I can see why that guy who was here before," because I couldn't remember what your name was. I can see why that guy mentioned that, because that is a significantly better recipe for it. Because, like, regular fuel, nitrogen gas, and then a little sulfur and coal is much better than friggin' nitric acid and turbo fuel. I feel like this is a much better recipe to deal with. It feels a little more normal, and then you can just pipe off the compacted coal, I don't know, somewhere. I don't know, to me that just seems like a better recipe. Okay, so we need... You use the one that uses turbo fuel? Really? Oh, I figured you would have used the other one, because as I said, it seems like an easier recipe. Is it not? It is easy, but it uses more stuff on the map. I suppose. I'll tell you one thing that was quite annoying. In fact, I'll show you this directly. You may notice, in fact you can't really notice because they're over the horizon here, but there's actually, if I go, let's not go up high enough. Hang on, let me get a little closer to it. You will see all that steam rising over there in the distance. See, I thought, oh great, I've unlocked nuclear power. Let me build some nuclear power plants. And I did. I built 4 nuclear power plants for myself, right there. The whole setup, the full shebang, nice, simple, and easy. Of course, what I forgot to take into account is the fact that the nuclear power plants generate nuclear waste. And I thought, that'll be fine. I'll just throw it into the awesome sink. Someone else can deal with it. You can't throw nuclear waste into the awesome sink. As I found out. And I think it is very wrong, in a way, of the game to not let you deal with the nuclear waste until... Are you? Oh, you're copper too, are you? Until after you've unlocked the last phase of Tier 4. And I'm like, hang on. Surely it would be better if we could unlock that at the same time. It's like, we unlock nuclear power, but we don't unlock the ability to do anything with the waste until later. And I'm like, at that point, I'm very confused. As I'm sure you can appreciate. Everything piped up now. Yes, yes it is. We still need to do some quick maths to work a few things out, but everything's piped up, so... The reason you didn't do the alternate for rocket fuel is because it needed, or you needed, 1420 sulfur, and there's only 10,800 sulfur on the map. Oh, really? Okay, I mean, you could have scaled back your systems, I suppose, but okay, yeah, I understand that. You, I guess. Oh, last one for a while, at least. Game's always been like that with nuclear power, but after Phase 4 it's all new stuff, and you never did nuclear power for even over your 3,000 hours. Well, fair enough. I did it because I thought it would be fun. Yeah, I mean, this is my first time playing through the game as a whole, so I figured, well, I should probably go out of my way to try a little bit of everything. I wasn't expecting nuclear power to be so goddamn annoying. Right. So yeah, we need 3 of those. So let's get these numbers right. So we need 3 of those, which is 6.6 copper sheets. Let's just say 7 for a nice round figure. I think it was 6.6 of the other, wasn't it? Yep. Again, 7. Hmm. Copper ingots. Excellent. So that's all that sorted out. So 28 cables. Oh yeah, that's right, we did all of these because that was where I noticed I hadn't plumbed up the copper yet. Yeah, okay. 5 reinforced iron plates. Yep, very good. Oh, did I never? Apparently I'm an idiot. Okay, let's do that. So 60 screws, 30 iron plates. Yep. 59 ingots. Yep. Ah. It's always right with the world. When you're building in your save, because the phase 4 part from left to right, I make 7.5, 30, 30, 45 per minute. So that was just numbers to me. I kind of lost the thread of that particular conversation somewhere along the line. Don't worry about it, though. I'll take your word for it, and I'll tell you that it's extremely impressive, I'm sure. That's right. I'm an idiot. You're wrong. I knew I forgot to do something. These bloody quartz crystals, not raw quartz. You need a processing. There we go. Drop you in there. It'd be nice if I ever put these bloody things right around the right way, wouldn't it? I can't put them there. Better. Can I ask, does that happen to you a lot, or is this just a me thing? Where, like, you'll constantly be putting things down the wrong bloody way? Is this a me thing, or what? That's a problem. Better. You overclock all your stuff so you have left stuff to place down. Fair enough. Alright. Seems to be working. Making the crystal oscillators. That's going to split off one by one. Make the computers. Hopefully, anyway. And then that'll make the radio control units. And then that... here. That'll make turbo motors. And then the turbo motors will... oh yeah, that's right. I had to move it, didn't I? It's fine. I got it. And that'll get me thermo-propulsion rockets. Finally! Boy howdy, have I been waiting for them for a bloody while. Okay. Okay, so we're waiting for the computers. go the two computers. Straight into here, hopefully. Oh, goody. Is that research thing done? Or did I not set the last one going? Oh, nope, it literally just did. There we go. Even better. What do we got? Electric motors. Or now we get the alternate radio control. Yeah. Oh, fuck me. That's fine. Sure, whatever. Now we're going to need to get some more hard drives. Ow. Do I want to know what you're doing in Tectonica? Which one's Tectonica? Is that the one that's set entirely underground? I think I know it. Yeah, I know it, but I haven't played it yet, so even if you did tell me, it wouldn't really mean much. I appreciate the enthusiasm, don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't mean much to me. That's one of the ones I'm thinking I'll probably buy after it's come out of early access, because I'm thinking that would probably be a better idea. Did I ever? Oh, I did. Interesting. Okay, well, this is going to take an age and a bloody half. Because we need 50 turbo motors to get particle enrichment. And it's only going... And that's going to take 50 minutes. So, and that's 50 minutes once the first one of these goes in there. So, oh, it has hit 1.0? Oh, I must have missed that. Fair enough. Yeah, so that's going to... Yeah, so that'll... So that's exact 50 minutes as of now. So in exactly... So at 5:40, I will have enough of those. That's nice. 1.0 came out on the 7th of November. Was it? Fair enough. Okay. Oh, I should probably fill in some of these holes I've left behind. Let me just double check the numbers. Oh, you're using 2.5 a minute. That's a problem. I may need to tweak the numbers over here a little bit, actually. Because if that needs 2.5 a minute, but I'm only making 2... And in fact, I'm making 2 on boost. I think we're going to need to up these numbers a little bit. These are rookie numbers. Okay, so we need 2.5 motors. We shouldn't be too difficult in terms of numbers to adjust. Theoretically. It's all backed up, so it'll give me the time I need to adjust it. So 5 and 5. So 40 wires, 32 wires. Steel pipe. That's not going to require too much in the way of adjustment. We need 60 iron ingots. Again, shouldn't need anything in the way of adjustments. That's good. You got up to 5, which is 120. Wait, 125. That's going to need a level 3. So yeah, 125 screws and 25 iron rods. It's 25 iron ingots on there. That's 31.25, 32 basically. Good, hopefully that'll be okay. I'm a little curious actually, what you're about Mark II, are you? 25, 32, 57, 57, 60. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Just wanted to double check we weren't overstretching that too much. So that's good. So that's that one part sorted. 18.75 rubber. 19 basically. Still doesn't take it past 30. That should be fine. Heavy oil residue. Yeah, should be fine. Oh, you are very full. Are you incapable of processing what you're getting in right now? Oil coming from? Oh, is it you? You're making 50 per minute. You have the potential of making 7, and you have the potential of making 19. That's 76. That's pretty good. Woo! Okay, right, that's that caught up with itself. Now, smart plating. Smart plating is 2.5. 2.5 for both of these. Come on, let me get another thing. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. I'm a bit worried I'm going to be using up too much iron, but I think I've got so much coming out of that, I should be fine. Theoretically. So what we got? 12.5 iron rods. 12.5 iron ingots. No. Iron ingots, because why not? That's that half done. There you go, 2.5 per minute. That's 15 iron plates. 15. 22.5 iron ingots. I almost wish this stuff would automatically adjust itself, but I suppose that would take the point out of the game, wouldn't it? 30 screws, 7.5 iron ingots, easy. And I think we're sorted. Lovely. Everything sorted, all back and normal and caught up with itself. Fun! All the fun of the fair. Hopefully. I really wish we had a better flashlight. This one feels a little too flat. How are you getting on? Oh, you're definitely getting on. Oh, you are definitely getting on. Nice. I wasn't reading chat because I was busy fixing a problem I'd created. I had other things on the brain. I do read chat, just not all the time. And sometimes I read it, but I don't always respond because sometimes I can't think of anything to say. And even if I do respond, I may not read it out, so... If I want light, get out of the swamp. Okay, Shrek, don't worry, I'll leave all in good time. Now, you see, the reason why I built in the swamp is actually because... That reminds me, I want to pull those out a sec. Because somewhere... in the swamp... swamp, there is actually a hard drive. I remember that. I couldn't do anything with it before. I can now. Sure, it's up there. USB connectors, how lovely. I don't need them, but I guess it's nice to know that they're there. Don't die. I'll be honest with you, I am 10 times more likely to die from my own stupidity in this game than I am from any kind of external force ending my existence in this game. Trust me. There's definitely a level of experience there. Excellent. So now what we need to do is just wait for 50 turbo motors and we'll be golden. Based on how many we got, 50 turbo motors and 250 thermo propulsion rockets. That one's going to take a while because that's the complete stack, but there are other things we can be doing in the meantime. It is weird that it says it creates 2 per minute. What it actually does is it creates 4 every 2 minutes. Which is technically the same thing, but also not. It's weird. But the numbers do seem to be ticking up, so I'm not going to argue about that. Okay, so yeah, we need 50 turbo motors. We've got 18, which means we need 32. So it's basically half an hour, because we're getting 1 a minute. So that's good. Now I need to head back to my main base, because there's a few things I need to check. Once I unlock particle enrichment, I can get the last item of phase 4 done. And I can maybe actually turn on my nuclear power plants for once. See, you keep going on about, like, yellow cores, and I'm like, I've not played Tectonica. It doesn't mean anything to me. You're trying to get me to be excited about a game I've never played. I do not have the capacity to do that. I'm glad that you like it, and it sounds like you're doing really well, I assume. But it's hard to know because I haven't played it. What about rocket fuel and Satisfactory for the jetpack? I am eventually going to need to do a rocket fuel setup. That's definitely true. I don't know which one. I think for the purposes of just like my own personal use, you know, my storage, rather than setting up a big power plant system of it, I'll probably just use the alternate method because it seems a bit easier. I don't know where, actually. Could we set it up down here? Use the tube, idiot. That's what it's for. It saves getting 3rd-degree burns on your arse. Because I know we got a rocket fuel set up over here. This is where we first made the rocket fuel. It's here. What the fact? So we need oil. Hang on. So yeah, we need oil, we'd need nitrogen, we'd need sulfur, and we'd need coal. I think we... Oh, no. Is that corrected? We do have some coal. Oh, no, that's interesting. I could build it here, although I don't have a lot of space. I'd probably have to build a new setup over there or something. But I could do it. I could do it. Although the oil's over there, which does make it a tiny bit fucking annoying. Okay, I need to think on that. Because if I didn't build it there, then it's a case of, well, where the bloody hell would I build it? What's... Oh, God, is it... It's 10 past fucking 5. Okay, I'm going to need to take a break, because I do need to go to the bathroom. I want to head back to base. Because there's something I need to check there real quick. And then I'll make a decision on where I'm going to build rocket fuel. Because I would like some rocket fuel to replace the turbo fuel for my jetpack. Because I'm fairly certain that's going to be very fun. I'm assuming I can use rocket fuel with my jetpack. I don't know if I can, but I would imagine I can. I don't see any particular reason why I wouldn't be able to. And it's probably going to be very funny. Because it's rocket fuel. So I imagine I'll tap the spacebar and I'll hit the stratosphere or something like that. But that at least would be very entertaining. Just for the general sake of that. So it's a question of, do I build it over where I've got all my other fuel stuff? Or do I build it... The other best place for it might be over near the aluminium stuff. My little bauxite production. Because I'm pretty sure I do have all of the stuff over there as well. So it might be an idea to do it over there. But I will think about that when I get back from the break, which I will take in just a moment. 1 second. You get to watch as the scanning thing goes. In fact, no, you can't because it's too blurry. Never mind. Back in a minute. And we are back. Okay. Oh, good. You're done. Anything good for me? We have steamed copper sheets. And... fine, you. Nope, you. Thank you. Okay, that's fine. That's fun. That's a-okay. How are we getting on for... They were at 28 already. How nice. Already halfway there. We need... Oh, I think one thing we can do, actually. You know, I had a feeling I'd done that. Nice. No, it's not. What are these things called? I always forget the name of these things. Cooling systems, that's it. Might as well drop all of that off in there. Excellent. Now what we need to do is wait for the 50 of the other thing. Okay, that's fine. That's good. my butt over to this side. I think this is where we're going to do the turbo... not the turbo fuel, the rocket fuel. I'll get it right in a minute. I've just got more space over here. The other area is a bit small. It was never that large in the first place, and I kind of crammed it with a whole bunch of other stuff. Then again, it's a little bit full on this side too, isn't it? There's a lot of stuff here. I wonder where I built that. Yeah, makes sense. That's right, I did. I built it over here and then realized actually I probably should have built it somewhere else. Never mind. Well, as weird as it's going to be, I'm thinking... Now, how am I going to do this? Okay, I need to think. So I need... Also, I need... Hang on. No, wait. Hang on, there's something I forgot. Aluminium. Is it just aluminium? You have any spare? Can I build? No, not that. I'm sure I dropped a mem around here somewhere. There you are. And we get ionized fuel. Bloody hell. Interesting. Just to check, Slice, you can use rocket fuel with your jetpack, right? That's that. That tells me we can... bring you along over here. So the first one... and now we're back to more bloody aluminium crafting. Again. Aluminium. Empty fluid tank. Why is it that you can build one thing pointing in one direction and then immediately have the next thing you build pointing in the opposite direction for literally no reason whatsoever? Ooh, don't like that. Okay, so we gotta do that. Increase all of these up to level 3. And just hope that we still have enough. Well, it's not going the other way at all, so yeah, that's probably fine. Good, that's fine, that's fun. I don't actually know how much I'm going to need. $16.60, huh? I'm assuming these go in a... Is it a blender or is it a... Come on. Yeah, it's in a packager. I had a feeling it would be. So we take a packager, dump it there for now. 60, which needs 60 fluid tanks. Yay. So 60 fluid tanks is 60 aluminium, which means we need to double that. Which means we need 120 scrap. That's easy. Means we only need 80 alumina solution. That's not what I wanted there. 20 alumina solution and 120 bauxite, which means that also needs to be level 2. Okay, well that's the bauxite part done. That's the easy part. Well, I say that's the bauxite part done. That's not really the bauxite part done. That's like a bit of the bauxite part done. Nice. Hopefully that'll work. Might back flood some of the water, but that doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, we got that too. Where do we take those? Well, we didn't take it anywhere, did we? Oh well, that's fine. Woo. Okay. Oh yeah, we need water in here as well, don't we? God damn it. We always need more bloody everything. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, production. Trying to work out how the hell I'm going to power this bloody thing. Sort of dawned on me, oh yeah, I didn't think that part through. Yeah, I'll do it. Oh yeah, we're going to need a pump. Whoops. We need a pump. We're going to need a big pump. One would hope that that'll be enough. Guess we'll see. Yeah, good enough. Okay, so that's all linked out of that. That's all linked into that. So that should work. I can probably power this section up now. Yeah, we might want to actually connect that up to the main power set. It might help just a little. Okay, so that should... yeah, there it goes. That's taking that in. Excellent. Oh, tits, we need coal. Why do I always forget that? Why do I always manage to forget that it needs coal? Ow. How much coal does it need? Why does everything need so much? No, it's 40. That's easy. Okay. Damn it, what the hell did I just do? Ah. Nice. Alright, that should eventually get that rocking into there, hopefully. Have some just to start you off. There's your starter for 10, I guess. Got you noisy. Right. Okay, so that's that. Now, we've got the oil, and we've got that. That's easy. Theoretically. The sulfur and the coal. I know I've got sulfur. I don't know if it's here. I think it is. I should have sulfur here. Didn't I make batteries with sulfur at one point? You're sulfur, right? Yeah, you're sulfur. Is it sulfur and... Oh, it was sulfur and coal. Oh, damn it. Hang on a sec. Okay, so we need the nitrate, salt. We need to get sulfur over here. That's like the next big thing we got to get across. What line was sulfur on? Was it this one? I think it was. Don't know how much sulfur we need. We'll plan for a level 1 for now. Alright, that ought to do it. Okay, so sulfur should come chugging along there nice and slowly. We can get set up for taking that across. Okay, well, tell you what, it's about 5:02. I should probably head off a little early tonight because I am quite hungry. But we'll leave it there. So we will wrap up rocket fuel. I don't even know if I can use it, but I kind of need it for research stuff anyway, so I may as well do it. Just to wrap up the sulfur section of the tech tree. And we should have... Yay! Turbo motors. 1 stack of 50. Sorted. We'll be able to do that next time. We'll unlock particle enrichment. And then we'll... I don't know if I want to... I might focus on the particle enrichment stuff for now. Get phase 4 finished. Once we're done with phase 4, I may go off exploring. Just to get the last of the Summers loops and the last of the hard drives. Because we are getting to that point now where I really need to unlock these recipes. Just because I really want to do that. Something I'd like to do. So maybe we'll focus on whatever we unlock in particle enrichment, completing phase 4, and going from there. Should be good fun though. Hopefully. Well, I say fun. It'll be busy work. Let's be honest. But it'll be interesting to see what the bloody hell we do with all that nuclear stuff. Because I've got it. Now I need to work out what the bloody hell I'm doing with it. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.